Hey there, this is Victor for Sunday, April 30th here. And this is what I see in the stock market as far as for my trades that I use on my account for my daily swing trades. And this is the Dow that we're seeing here. And on the daily chart with a 5-day moving average showing with the RSI 5 and then RSI slash slow stochastic 5-2 setting, just to let you guys know what I have on the chart, what I'm looking at. Now, what I'm seeing is a divergence warning here where prices are going higher, slightly higher. However, the RSI is not showing that. It has a lower high. So this is something that seems like we're going to be getting a pullback in the short term. So it's something to keep an eye on. So now I do have a target of maybe if we get up down to this area, 347. Can we get up there and then pull back? Who knows? So we'll just keep an eye on it. For now, the RSI 5 does show we have some room to run above to the oversold area. Overbought. And the same thing with the RSI slow stochastics, showing that we do have some room. And as long as the green indicator is above the red, and we're still on the uptrend as far as for the swing trade. Once we see that crossover where the red is above the green or the green below the red, then that's our signal to consider getting out or going short. Okay, so at this point here, we are very close to maybe hitting some resistance up to here. So we have about 1.8% risk or potential to go up, while the risk can be 2.4 if we do get a breakdown all the way back to gap fill at 5%. So something to be concerned and be aware of. Going down to the SPYs now, we have the same story. We have the divergence warning here building up. We have a higher high, lower high on the RSI. Well, price action is slightly a little higher, if not the same. So you could see the difference here. The slow stochastic is still pointing upward, so we have not got a crossover yet. So upside target, we do have a gap fill up in this area at the 421 zone. Let's see how much further that would be, more or less. We are looking at a possibly 1.3% upside to this. Downside 2.8. We got gap fill at 3.3. Going over to the Qs, you can see we also getting overbought. Slow stochastic still pointing upward. We have this trend line, which is resistance, and now slightly break above the resistance. If we do continue to go higher, we have this other resistance right up there, that dashed line. We have roughly about 3% away from it. Again, this is on the Qs. So if we can continue on for the next few days, that'll be great. If we get a pull back a little bit, we can go down to this trend line and then go attempt again to the top. But for now, a lot of the rewards is getting very minimized because we are at the overbought zone. Going down to the IWM, you can see we're right in the center of the indicator on the RSI. The RSI slow stochastic still pointing upward, still got some upside momentum. We do have a gap fill up in this zone, so let's take a quick look. What I see here is approximately 3.7%. Okay, keep in mind though, we are making lower lows, so this may be an attempt to show that it's going to be a higher high and then a reversal. Don't know. Good news is we did close above the 5-day moving average. So if I see it coming in, closing up above this here, then this will be my signal to at least try to catch this little upside potential here using TNA, which is a 3-time leverage. Okay. Looking at silver here, it's kind of right in the center, getting a pullback. The slow stochastic RSI is still pointing upward. We did close slightly above the 5-day moving average, as you can see here. So again, with this, would consider getting in if we can show that the sellers or the buyers are coming in with an upside target around 2.6%. I will be considering using the gold long UCO for this potential up movement. Looking at gold, it's under the 5-day moving average, so it's still showing weakness. RSI indicator is right in the center, and this is pointing down the slow stochastic. See, the red is above the green, so once it could start crossing over, then we may be considering to get in for could be the next leg up. We are making a series of higher highs on gold. Looking at USO, we did close above the 5. We are pointing upward. On the RSI, we did dip into the oversold zone, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. If we can get a close above this area, entered to go long was UCO, and the slow stochastics pointing upward, which is positive. Quickly looking at Bitcoin, indicators going down, slow stochastics going down. We are below the 5-day moving average. This one I'm going to consider wait and see. Once it gets to the oversold zone below this dotted line here, if we could stay above this dip, then I would consider going long again. If not, then just to stay out of it. And let's look at the semiconductors. We did get a dip below the oversold zone. We did close above the 5-day moving average. Slow stochastic is pointing upward. So on this one here, I would consider getting in if we shows that we continue to close up higher. Now the target here, upside target, will be up here. This is where I think I could hit resistance. We're looking at possibly, let's get that measure just to get an idea, 6% upside. And then XLF closed above the 5-day moving average. RSI still showing upside momentum, so is the slow stochastic. How high can we go? Let's see here. We probably, I know we're going to have difficulty getting above here, so I'm going to go halfway here, be conservative. This is where I think it will be our target, with upside of 3%. And if I use the leverage ETF FAS, that 3% becomes 9%. Try to get a 9% move on that. And that's pretty much it for now. Until next time, take care and keep an eye for the next video on my journey. Thank you.